Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Airshow pilot Bob Bishop launches U.S. Senate campaign, Florida Seaplane Base badly damaged by Hurricane Irma, and Sonaca aircraft has recorded its first firm orders of the Sonaca 200. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's September 21st, 2017, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Airshow and test pilot Bob Bishop is launching a run for the United States Senate in 2018. He kicked off his campaign Monday with an event in Tucson, which included a static display of a BD-5J campaign plane dubbed Freedom. Bishop started his business career at the age of 13 while living in Phoenix, Arizona. Flying and excellence have been his passions. Being in service to others is his primary goal. He is a compassionate capitalist who puts people before profits, the website states. Bishop built several examples of the BD-5J. He purchased 20 kits when they were first introduced, and some are still flying today. Over 300 people in Arizona are reportedly now employed due to his early investing activities. As a test and airshow pilot, Bob recognizes that it takes both a left and right wing to fly. The goal is to get the center where it needs to be. He believes Americans need to start talking to each other again in a bipartisan, respectful way. We also need to be looking for a third answer, something that includes the concerns of most and transcends those into a newer frame, his website states. Bishop is in a race for a seat currently held by Jeff Flake. The Tavares Seaplane Base and Marina in Lake County, Florida, was badly damaged by what authorities believe was a small tornado spawned by Hurricane Irma as it churned up the west coast of the state last Monday. There were some 25 boats piled up that would need to be untangled and assessed. It was not reported how many, if any, airplanes were damaged or destroyed by the storm. However, Tavares City Administrator John Drury said that the storm destroyed both the seaplane base at America's Seaplane City as well as the marina. It left only pilings, he said. Only about 25% of the boat owners pulled their boats from the water prior to the storm when advised to do so by the city officials. Drury said that the seaplane base would reopen to pilots once all the boats are removed from the area. Fuel service for boats or airplanes is not expected to be available for about 3 more weeks, he said, and the temporary arrangement would make for longer fuel lines. After the break, Sonaca aircraft records first orders for a Sonaca 200.
Progressive Aerodyne's Sea Ray Elite offers turbocharged Rotax power and Garmin G3X touch avionics. Incredibly well equipped, you can fly away in this best-in-category amphib for less than $160,000. Visit searay.com for more details.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, the new AMA drone report, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. Sonaca Aircraft's first customers have been invited to test the Sonaca 200, a new 2-seater single-engine aircraft designed for training and leisure flights. The Belgian flight school has confirmed an initial order. The Sonaca 200 reportedly demonstrates good maneuverability in each flight phase, climb, descent, turns with steep bank angle, and unpowered approaches. Pierre Van Vetter, Sonaca Aircraft's co-founder and chief commercial officer, said about 30 pre-orders have been recorded. After having successfully passed static tests, the Sonaca 200 continues the certification procedure with the flight test phase. We moved the aircraft and relocated part of our team to south of France in order to pursue the trials under optimal climatic conditions, said Pierre Van Vetter. We expect an EASA certification by November 2017 and the first aircraft deliveries by the end of 2017, beginning 2018. The aircraft is expected to sell for about $209,000. It's Thursday, which means that it's time for an Aero Community Update, highlighting news and information about the incredible people and organizations that populate the Airborne Partnership Initiative behind Airborne Unlimited, and our upcoming new program series, Aeroverse. If you're looking for one of the oldest membership aviation organizations in the United States, you might be surprised when you find that it is the Academy of Model Aeronautics, known to us all as the AMA. The AMA forms the very foundation of all organizations that have since been formed to promote and protect our endeavors in aviation and aerospace. Founded in 1936, the AMA is the official national body for model aviation in the United States. They represent more than 140,000 members that participate in modeling hobbies that range from hand-launched gliders to model rocketry to radio-controlled aircraft. The AMA sanctions more than 2,000 model competitions throughout the country each year, and their promotion of STEM-related educational projects provides a guiding light for young Americans to see the opportunities provided in aviation and aerospace. We at ANN are proud to have the AMA part of the Airborne Partnership Initiative team. After these messages, Cook County, Illinois passes restrictive drone ordinance.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight four-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The Cook County, Illinois County Board passed an ordinance last week banning UAV flights over land in buildings leased or owned by the county unless those flights are specifically authorized. The ban takes effect immediately and means drones cannot be flown over such places as Stroger Hospital or the Cook County Jail. Drones are allowed in designated areas in the forest preserves. Violators face fines of up to $2,500. Two people aboard an airplane that was landing at Nehalem Bay State Park Airport in coastal Oregon were uninjured when the van's RV-8 they were aboard hit an elk that had wandered onto the runway. And while the people were okay, neither the animal or the plane fared so well. 4 of the latest set of Galileo navigation satellites will be launched on the Ariane 6 rockets, ESA's first contract to use Europe's new vehicle. The launches are scheduled between the end of 2020 and mid-2021, using 2 Ariane 62 rockets, the configuration of Europe's next-generation launch vehicle that is best suited to haul the 2 navigation satellites into their orbits at approximately 14,500 miles. Air Lake Airport in Dakota County, Minnesota is in a somewhat unique position. Some of the land on which the airport is located is in Eureka Township, while some is in the corporate limits of the city of Lakeville. The airport is owned by the Metropolitan Airports Commission, and that body would like to bring municipal water and sewer services to the airport. The city can provide those services while the township cannot. Service to Colorado Springs by Alaska Airlines will end on November 4th. The airline announced last Thursday. The reason? A pilot shortage that has led to the cancellation of hundreds of flights this summer. Well, that's it for today's Trip Around the Patch. Now let's get back to the rest of the news. The director of General Mitchell International Airport in Milwaukee has been fired, according to Milwaukee County Executive Chris Abele. Abele stated that Ishmael Izzy Bonilla was terminated because he violated a county ordinance prohibiting the disclosure of privileged information. The violations were confirmed by the Audit Services Division in the Comptroller's Office. According to the report summary, the investigation focused in particular on a General Mitchell International Airport request for proposal and subsequent professional services contract for a Timmerman Airport business plan. GMIA awarded the TW150,000 contract to Hansen Professional Services. Though its investigation, ASD personnel learned that Bonilla and Deputy Director Yul McNair had prior working relationships with the Hansen personnel and a Hansen subcontractor, and Bonilla has a current quasi-business relationship with Hansen personnel outside of the Timmerman business plan contract. ASD learned that the Bonilla and McNair arranged for Hansen personnel to take a site visit of Timmerman prior to the release of the RFP. ASD has determined that Bonilla and McNair, by arranging a site visit for a company prior to the publication of an RFP, which did not include an option for a site visit, violated a Milwaukee County General Ordinance. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited stream daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. And do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying. We'll see you tomorrow.